one thing that's come apparent, become my observation, general observation, that when someone comes into contact with me, Josh, right, and we're building rapport or whatever it is. One thing, and it is probably quite common for you as well when you come across people, is this kind of like when you've got off a conversation with that individual, just chat, just casual conversations, is
Yeah.
that there's this kind of what I call identity crisis. So they give you the spiel about,
Right.
why they do, what their story is, all of that, all the juicy stuff. And you think, oh, this sounds cool. And then you look online, you think, what? What? This is the reason why they're not getting the conversions. This is the reasons why they've got this identity crisis going on. For those people that do have those identity crisis issues, because I know there's a lot out there. What advice do you have for those people?
This is what I love. I mean, everyone has their own ideals, right? Like this is something that I appreciate on LinkedIn and being able to go through is, and this helps again on your personal brand, but also actually representing it to the right people and being able to understand your quote unquote elevator pitch, right? Like we've all heard that kind of go through. And this is what I tell people to use on their headline as well is I help X to achieve
Mm.
Y so they can have Z, right? If you can be able to say this, it makes so much sense. I help X, your ideal client, right? Again, polarizing. Either that's me, when you're saying this and identifying this lets the people know that are looking at you or you're telling, hey, that's either me or that's not me, right? We want to be polarizing. We want to draw on the right people, push away the wrong. I help X to do Y, right? This is the service that we provide. Biggest problem with most people is they sell on the service. No one cares how the hamburger is made. They just care how it tastes, right? When they're getting it, when they put the order in. I mean, it's one of those pieces that you go through. And the other thing is the reason why everyone makes decisions, right? I've talked about this already. We are human beings. We make decisions emotionally. I help X to achieve Y so they can achieve Z. The most important piece. What's the emotional tie to the service you provide? What's the emotional outcome that gives them into their life? When you can do that, you will resonate with your audience. They will know if it's them, what you do to get there, and what their outcome is, what they really want, right? That's the feeling. How is it going to really affect their lives? Because they're not hiring a LinkedIn expert to be able to come in and be able to do that. They're hiring for what the outcome of that is, right? And that's what we really need to understand. And when you can actually provide that I help X to achieve Y so they can have Z, game changer. We can step in and go through because you can say that in a short sentence. It can be shorter than a tweet.
Love it, love it, love it. It's interesting because I think something that resonated with me there, and the whole kind of, it's not just even about brand identity challenges, but also it's that lack of clarity in terms of like what you stand for, right? Which is what you highlighted, right?
Yeah. Well,
Love
and
that.
everything too is everyone's scared to be able to miss out on opportunity. So they cast the widest net possible and then no one knows what the hell they do. I mean, I've been there. When you're everything to everyone, you're nothing to no one, right? Like and and this is that whole piece. I mean, I know the quote goes on, but I mean that's the biggest part of what everyone understands about that quote. And so you need to be like you think that if what you think that I do is I'm just the LinkedIn guy, that's great. I put myself in a box specifically for everyone to understand. But what we do are marketing strategists and we implement on LinkedIn, right? We put ourselves in a box so people can go, oh, that's that. And then I can expand from there of what we do and how we can help someone. But everyone needs to be able to understand. Someone has to put you in the box. If they don't understand who you are, what you do, who you serve, they don't know how to be able to take the next step. They don't know how to continue the conversation. They don't know what to do next. And so too many people are scared to be able to do that. It's one of those pieces that you've got to go, okay, cool. I'm only going to be doing this. I'm going to be the best in the world at it.